We'll be going through 5 stages in the webinar, and our objective is to provide you value. So with each one of these stages that we go through, we're providing you an accelerator to improve your project timeline. Let's start with gathering information. The next thing that we need to do after we've gathered the information of our existing landscape, and we wish to move to either BTP integration suite or to some other tool, is to understand what our integration, what our future state integration is going to look like. And in order to do that, we need to ensure that we architect our integration to be future-proof. Now, how does one do that? Well, we've got some solution methodologies, and we leverage the integration solution advisory methodology provided by SAP. And what this allows us to do is it allows us to build a referential playbook for your enterprise. And this is the accelerator for your business now, is find the integration solution advisory methodology and complete it. Because once you've got this playbook for your enterprise, you can instantly be given a integration by a vendor or a business user. And you need to understand, should you be creating an API? Should you be leveraging EDI or an IDOC? What's the mechanism for you to connect? Should you be using FTP, or what should the solution be? And so by having a playbook to refer to, it ensures that all your integration patterns are consistent. It ensures that your help desk and your team, which is going to support the integrations after they are live, that they have the same methodology and the same processes to resolve issues in the same way. It also allows you to leverage existing artifacts and existing patterns that you've got and to build upon them. It also allows you to have a consistent approach so that if you, for example, wish to create an API marketplace for internal consumption or external consumption, that you are able to do that. So the integration solution advisory methodology can help you with your integration strategy for the future. Prasanna, is there anything that you wish to add about this tool?
Yeah, I think you covered most of it. So, one of the cases I've encountered is in large companies, is like, say you get a change request and then there is an integration between system X and system Y, and if you have this ISAM template, we can use it as a blueprint guideline, and to say, okay, this is an on-premise system, this is also an on-premise system. So let's say we use PO, for example, or if it's a non-SAP cloud to non-SAP cloud, which tool to use. So it helps us map the various integration styles, domains with the technology, and then that actually helps us follow the best practices.
Just in line with that, let's think of a use case. Having a data transfer or a integration pattern, which is reliant upon data, where your volume is very large, you're going to need a different integration pattern than if you're talking about a sales order flow, or even just the movement of a change in a master data record, which is an individual. So, for example, for some customers, we've actually changed the technology that is being used in order to enable large volumes of data to be transferred. Somebody could go to an integration and say, well, we've always done this via a IDOC, and therefore an IDOC is what we need to use going forward. But actually, there are opportunities if one had to move, for example, to SOAP or to REST or something else. So it's worthwhile checking out what the options are and redesigning what your architecture blueprint is going to look like. In line with this, a number of people ask us how to integrate and how to architect across a hybrid landscape. We see that a lot of companies are moving from PIPO. Yes, it's end of life, end of extended maintenance at 2030, 30. And so there is a need to move, but one doesn't need to move instantly, and it doesn't need to be a big bang. And so what we see a lot of companies do is that they slowly progress over time, and they have their PO in place, and they have their on-prem and their cloud systems, and then they have their integration between their on-premise solution of SAP and their third-party applications. But they're also bringing in their integration suite as a capability. And by doing that, there's a number of patterns that one can create. This is a typical hybrid integration landscape that you could use and you could reference. And you can see if you've got a simple integration flow between something which is on-prem and something that is in the cloud, that yes, a simple cloud connector would be able to have a pass-through. But maybe you need to leverage the integration suite and the list of open connectors, which Prasanna spoke about earlier on, or the list of APIs that are available. And so you can leverage that capability. So you might wish to go from your on-prem application through Cloud Connector, through your integration suite to your target. Again, you might wish to leverage your PO and use the integration that you've got in PO for as long as you want, sweat the asset, and then move to integration suite over the time. So it's an example. A little bit about the integration suite is that with the 200 plus connectors, including country-specific content, it is definitely an accelerator for you. And the Cloud Connector securely gives you access between on-prem and the integration suite in BTP. Prasanna, is there anything that you wish to add here?
Yeah, so using the pre-built content that we spoke about, we can connect to various available systems, available integrations, and then we can deploy all these security artifacts in the integration flow. Best use of hybrid case, the scenario that you showed, we don't have to get rid of POS yet. So if we have scenarios that are really on-premise, we can still continue to use it, and then use SAP Integration Suite in conjunction with the SAP PO to maintain the hybrid landscape, and then slowly move the applications and then migrate all the interfaces to the cloud.
Excellent.